right, folks, how you doing? Welcome to another podcast from the Montclair Bowling Lanes in Chicago, Illinois. Boys, time to keep talking about the Bears, man. I can't get over that Patriots game and how freaking brutally bad Rex Grossman looked. Dig in, what's going on with that? Is there a fatal flaw in Rex Grossman's game that's going to keep the Bears out of the Super Bowl this year?
Right now. The flaw is he's not good enough of a quarterback. Right?
For me, right now, for me, he belongs on the bench. I think watching someone like Brian Greasy would do him some good. I think the problem is that the Bears don't really know what they want to do with him. Rex Grossman's a guy who goes downfield. That's great.
Yeah.
That's something this team hasn't
great when it works.
That's something this team hasn't had in a long, long time, and I think they really are excited about that with him. The problem is they have a Baltimore Ravens championship kind of formula in the makings. They have a great defense. They have a good running game. They need a West Coast style passing game. And he's not built to do that. I don't think. I think Brian Greasy is. I think that's why you want to see Greasy in there. I mean, Rex Grossman has short passes. He's getting everything tipped to the line. That could be talk about a flaw. I mean, it's a 6-foot quarterback in the NFL, and that's a problem. I think.
I think the flaw is in decision making, though. Don't you think?
Yeah, I really do.
He doesn't pick the right times to throw, or if that's called from the sidelines, whatever. And when he throws the ball, he throws into horrible coverage and makes bad passes. And when he's under pressure, he gets frazzled and makes bad decisions sometimes.
You guys ever see that movie Tin Cup? Rex Grossman is Roy McAvoy or whatever Kevin Costner's character was. He always goes for the green. He's always going for it. When sometimes, as the other dude, Cheech Marin or Don Johnson said, sometimes par is good enough to win. And when Rex is taking that check down and he's playing and looking for that, he's a good quarterback, but he's way too aggressive right now, and he's turning the ball over.
I think,
and this team par is good enough to win because the rest of the team is built correctly. The defense is great. The running game has been great. The passing game. The receivers are coming into their own, kind of.
Sure.
So maybe even a caretaker quarterback. The problem is 9-2 teams don't change quarterbacks.
I think that he's much more in line with the Brett Favre. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be Brett Favre. That is his mentality, and I think that we're asking him. He came in and he was going to be a solution to all of our problems. He was going to be a downfield throwing quarterback, and right now we don't need that. We need
Trent Dilfer. We need a game manager.
We need someone that's going to complete 62% of his passes, and I think Greasy can. I'm a huge Rex Grossman fan. I want him to be this team's quarterback long term. I just don't think with us having, we have a great chance to go to the Super Bowl. We should get home field
and with the contracts, it's not a big window either.
It's never a big window, especially you're talking about injuries too.
The bottom line, do you guys see him being able to bring home a Super Bowl win this year? This guy.
No.
The way he's playing, certainly not.
Absolutely.
I guess I want to hedge my bet saying, I'll see.
Sure, well, the guy who played the first 4 games was like an MVP candidate.
Sure.
Yep.
But we don't need an MVP candidate. That's the point.
But this league, it's a league of adjustments, too. Everyone else now knows that vertical attack's coming. They know to give safety help on Bernard Berrien. They know to watch Mooch over the middle. I mean, we're not going to surprise anyone come the playoffs. And good teams, they're going to be able to beat the Bears and, stop that offense.
Yeah, I'm just frustrated that the Bears will not go into it with an open mind. It's like Billy Belichick and closer type of thing, where you just stick with your guy blindly because he's your guy.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Well, all we can hope for right now is a shorter leash because Lovey has not minced words about it. He's sticking with Rex. But Rex has got to do something, and if he does it, the Bears do. So, details to follow.